I am immensely proud of the campaign that Yes Scotland fought, and particularly of the 1.6 million voters who rallied to that cause. I'm also proud of the 85% turnout in the referendum, and of course the manner in which they conducted themselves. I think that party, parliament and country would benefit from new leadership. Until then, I'll continue to serve as First Minister. After that, I shall continue to offer myself as member for the Scottish Parliament for Aberdeenshire East. It has been the privilege of my life to serve as First Minister. This is a process which is not about me or the SNP or any political party. It's much, much more important than that. My time is nearly over. But for Scotland, the campaign continues, and the dream shall never die.
20 years ago, we were, as now, motivated by injustice, poverty, by a desire to help those unable to access opportunity, and to help those who aspire to do better achieve their potential. We want society to change, and actively to lift up those who are down. Now today my work is global. I've just spent a week shuttling between Jerusalem and Cairo, and I'm saddened and angry about the tragedy of the Gaza conflict. And in all of this work, I'm still finding third-wave progressive solutions. And even in foreign policy, whatever you think of the controversies post 9/11 and...
Just this morning, a UN shelter was repeatedly shelled by, from all accounts, Israeli artillery. I condemn this attack in the strongest possible terms. Nothing justifies such a horror. Now, the United Nations has discussed this last week and adopted a resolution deciding to establish a commission of inquiry to this tragedy. The commission of inquiry has not yet been established, but I understand that Human Rights Council President is working on that.
Now, nearly 4 years ago, they said we were irrelevant to the problems of Britain. 4 years on, the attacks on us grow more intense. The Tory lie machine was at it again this week. The Tories can never be the answer. And why? Because they don't understand the problem. And the answer cannot be our traditional answer either, of spending to fix the problem. You know, and I know, we won't have the money. Last Friday I was in my constituency, I talked to somebody called Beverly. And she said to me, she said, I can't remember a time when it has been as hard as this. Well, of course we did great things in government to redistribute resources, and I'm proud of that.
Thank you to all of you for coming, not least because the advertised title of my speech today, The UK Economy, didn't really give you much to go on. This morning, I'm not going to talk about the short-term challenges that economic policymakers are facing here in Britain, vitally important though all those issues are. Labour's approach is about big reforms, not big spending. Some would say that the Blair-Clinton attempt to forge a third wave did not succeed. I have to say I have some sympathy with that argument. We can't bury our heads in the sand and ignore the legitimate and mainstream concerns that our economy is currently not working for them and their families. It's also vital that everyone pays their fair.
I think people know what our position is when it comes to immigration. We love Europe, but we hate the European Union. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that myself, but never mind. The opportunities that are before us are quite extraordinary. And I'm bored and I'm sick to death with being told if you vote UKIP, you'll split the vote. It's very simple. We pose a threat to the entire political class because we are the party that most represents their thoughts, hopes and aspirations. If you vote UKIP, you will get UKIP. And I believe